friends and neighbors. Welcome to another production of the program. Here we are on TV. Once again, once a day, every day. Turn on the machines and live forever. Here we go. I'm alive. Made it all the way back around again to Wednesday. Who would have thought I would have lived this long? Not sure. Not sure if I thought so. I re-glued my thumb. So now I'm trying to look at it. It's out now. I took the band-aids off and I re-glued it. So it was still it's still a little open. It's been almost 2 weeks. But I glued it back shut again. So maybe this time it'll take. This time the glue. Hey. I'm not going to use those hydro bandages. I'm going to use the kind that can open back up and I can keep re-gluing this thing all the time. You want to see the glue? It's pretty nasty looking. Oh, you can't really see it anyway. It doesn't look too bad on the camera. But it's out. My thumb is out. Maybe take a look at this camera. And this one's dark too. Well, there it is. Anyway, you can call in. The number up here is 360-364-384, or you can get on to the meet, they call it. Go to YDHWM.com. YDHWM.com, yeah. And then you get on meet and switch the account. Here we go. Meet. Ding. No one else is here. That's right. No one. Yeah, we'll call the number up there. We got some voicemails. It looks like Freddy and Berd left messages. So we'll see how Freddy and Berd are doing today, and then maybe we'll see what we're doing. But we get them on the thing. Still up in the air today. I thought it was going to be over, but still not over.
Hey, program, it's Freddy calling in. There's some weird audio stuff at the end of the last episode. This was yesterday's episode, so I thought maybe we could figure out something on that. It seems like there was some kind of like feedback loop that was making really loud, glitchy noises or something. I'm wondering if maybe a tape bounce would be a good idea. That could possibly help. And I don't know. I think it had something to do with somebody's audio playing the program audio back, and I don't know who it was. But in other news, we still don't know about the president, as far as I know. That they're still counting, and it's close, and it's freaky. Anyway. I'm about to go to work, so I'm hoping nobody talks to me about the election, but I sincerely doubt that that's going to happen. So, anyway, I'll talk to you tonight at 8:45, and see you then. Bye.
Well, if he's going to be here, I guess we don't need to call him. We can call Berd, though, or listen to the Berd message. Yeah, I think I'm getting a mask.
Hey, how you doing?
My mask.
It's 6:30, dark and stormy, and looking at the map, it looks like maybe only 5 states are still undecided or uncalled for, and it looks like Biden has 264, Trump has 214, and Nevada is leaning toward Biden at this point, but last time I checked, it's pretty tight. So 75% reporting, that has not been updated, but maybe that will be updated later tonight, and we'll get more of a. I think what they're thinking is a lot of the early mail-in ballots are probably favorable toward Biden, so that they're willing to call it because maybe those are the bulk of the uncounted votes. But anyway, just wanted to check in and let you know. I don't know, for some reason last night was like one of the worst nights I had with my ankle. I think most likely probably because just a little bit of election anxiety and sleeplessness, and but maybe just talking about it made it worse. But in some ways, I feel like the pain is a sign of healing. You know, it's like the tissues are reforming and healing, so maybe it's a good thing. All right. Yep. I hope you're staying dry. And how's your finger? And yeah, I think I'm going to take Freddy up on that offer with the boot. And hopefully that'll be really helpful. All right. Thank you.
Hello, Berd. It's Program on TV. How are ya?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm doing fine too. Relatively okay. I just glued my finger. I removed the band-aids on my finger, on my thumb, and it was still a little bit open. But it was healing on the sides, but like. It was still like, it was a little bit open, so I closed it back up and glued it again.
Yeah.
Pinched it shut, re-glued. I think it's going to be fine.
Well, that's good.
There was some signs of healing, and it wasn't bleeding, so I re-glued, and I bet it'll be okay. I think it's going to be okay.
Yeah, that's great.
It's something, at least I didn't... you know, it's like something tangible. I don't know how you feel, if you feel the same way about your ankle, but it's just like there's so much suffering and insanity in the world, and like it's pretty much intangible. It's like might as well be on TV, because you know, it hasn't nothing has affected me directly. So this injury is like a sign of your real body, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you're alive.
Yeah.
You're an alive person.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, we're not...
Yeah, sometimes that's the only thing that, you know, it's like, people say that's something that, you know, reminds them that they're alive.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're just kind of sad and...
Well, it seems like we're, like, you know, robots or, like... politicians, like we're all our own politicians, or we're like involved in the politics and watching this thing, and it's so distant, you know. And I mean, even the virus is in our backyard and people are dying and stuff, but I haven't been like affected by it like specifically directly, so this is weird. It's weird things. How's it doing today? You had a bad day with it yesterday?
Well, yeah, the election really was messing with me last night. So, I was pretty stressed out, like, pretty heavy-duty anxiety, you know. I was just, like, really feeling anxious.
Yeah.
So, that was, you know, didn't sleep too well, stayed up pretty late, and then kind of woke up in the middle of the morning, you know, and fortunately I was able to get back to sleep and get a few hours in, but just really disturbed by the thought of, you know, the election process and
it's disturbing. I'm surprised that it's so close.
I'm very surprised that it's that close. I mean, it's disturbing to think how many people support, the whatever.
I think
the
it's
Lincoln's in chief.
I think it's time to split up the country.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's scary talk. That's scary talk.
But it's like the lines are pretty clear. Like the coast's in the middle. Why can't we can't amicably split up? Like maybe it's time. It's like, it's not you, it's me. Like
yeah, you're right. Oh yeah, just a mutual friendly separation.
Yeah, it's like we can still be friends.
We can still be friends and talk and exchange.
It's like all we ever do is fight. At one point, we had like a good thing going, and like we supported each other and we needed each other, and but now all we do is fight. And if all we do is fight, is this really good for either of us?
Yeah.
It's like it's time to break up. So.
Yeah.
Goodbye, middle country and south, I guess, or something. We're leaving the West Coast. We're seceding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. We could still be friends.
Yeah.
They don't want to do it. Oh, James.
It's
James
very complicated.
Hey, James.
So.
Hi.
How are you?
What's up?
James, we're we're seceding West Coast.
Yeah.
West Coast is seceding. We can still be friends though, with the middle.
I don't know.
It's like, hey,
it's really complicated.
This is what I said. All we do is fight anymore. Maybe it's time. We can still be friends. It's okay. We're just breaking up. Like, we're breaking up with the rest of the country, the West Coast. We're seceding. We're seceding.
I think Washington State has too many nuclear warheads to.
No, but we're friends though. We're still friends.
Yeah.
We're not gonna.
What are they gonna? I mean, who's gonna handle the warheads? I mean, it's
what?
like,
We get some warheads too.
We live in a federalist society, and.
Yeah,
and part of that is the military. And how do you break up the military?
Is that the old one?
You really can't. I don't think you can.
Is that the old dog?
No, she's asleep.
This is the young dog?
Yeah.
This dog looks old too, though.
I think. How old is Grace? 3. She's 3.
Oh, why are you looking
Georgia 3.
kind of I mean, I don't know offense, but that dog's looking kind of.
She's like just chunky. She's a chunky girl.
All right.
So she's her face looks a little droopy, but she's cute and sweet. So shut up.
Okay. Sorry, dog.
Yeah. Don't listen to him.
I apologize.
Don't listen to him.
Forgive me, dog. Forgive me. I'm sorry.
He does not forgive you. Sorry.
No. Oh.
No.
I disagree. I think the dog forgives me. No, I don't know. Well, what are we talking about? I glued my thumb shut again. We're talking about how this is the real thing, real pain. So you don't have to deal with like the pain of the world. Milton. You ever been to Milton, Berd?
Yeah, I'm to Milton.
You've been there?
Yeah. I think it's a pretty nice place.
Because you drove people there?
Yeah, I mean, I like the hills of Milton, There's, Milton's got a lot of character. It's got that nice park and
hills.
A lot of nice areas in Milton.
Are you aware of these hills, James?
Yeah, I'm up on a hill.
The hills of Milton.
Milton is like up the hill from Fife and whatever.
The hills are alive.
It's on the side of the river valley there.
Wow. Have you been to the river, James?
No, I can't. I can see Tacoma almost. You can see it from the road. Right
what river?
there. You can see across and see Tacoma.
What river is it? Green River?
No.
Puyallup.
The Puyallup River?
Yeah.
Huh. You never been to the river, James?
Have I what?
You never been to the river?
I've been to the Puyallup River, but not from not in Milton. I don't know if it comes through Milton exactly.
I didn't know there was a Puyallup River.
But we can see it from here. That's what this guy said.
What?
I mean, the Puyallup River Valley. It pretty much stretches from from East Tacoma all the way over to Milton.
The Puyallup River Valley.
Yeah.
James, did you get new fake glasses?
I've been had these ones.
Been having them. I've been having them. I've been having that. I've been had it. What? Do you walk the dogs?
Sorry to get up for you, Kenny. What?
That's okay. I like that. I'm not making fun. I'm restating. I've been had it.
Restating.
I'm for it. I'm for that. I'm gonna start saying that.
Oh fuck! Hold on. I forgot to record it. Fuck. I'll be right back.
I haven't recorded. I don't know why James.
Shut up! I still want to do it.
Don't tell me to shut up.
I'm gonna tell you to shut up if I want to.
What's for dinner, Berd?
What's for dinner? I had some. I haven't really had dinner yet. I had some leftover pepperoni sticks. So
leftover pepperoni sticks. That is not dinner. Yeah.
From yesterday.
That's not good dinner.
Yeah. Yeah. What did you have for dinner?
I'm eating the sandwich right now. Pepperoni
what kind
sticks?
of sandwich is it?
Yeah, pastrami.
Oh, that sounds great.
Pepperoni sticks is beef hearts.
Really?
Yeah. What?
Hearts?
Hearts.
That must be healthy.
Yeah, it's probably not bad for you. It's probably as good for you as anything else. But I don't know why on the ingredients, like I looked at the bag and it says hearts. I don't know why it doesn't just say beef. Like they don't need to tell you.
No, I mean this stuff is like the stuff from Safeway. You get like $5 pack of, and it's I think cornstarch solids is pretty high up on the list of ingredients.
Made of hearts. I think it's mostly made of hearts.
Yeah. It says the third ingredient is water.
Yeah.
But it's mostly meat. Before that, they don't say what part of the animal, but it does pork and beef.
Okay. I think it's probably hearts, which is fine though. I think it's good to eat the hearts. Somebody's got to eat it.
Yeah.
I mean, I like chicken hearts.
Yeah, I
always eat chicken hearts and gizzards and shit. Yeah, I like that.
I don't know if I've ever had hearts. I've had gizzards at the gas stations, so fried gizzards.
The heart is kind of like slightly chewy. It's like kind of tough a little bit, but not tough, but like it's like chewier than like a regular piece of chicken, but it's not like chewy. You know what I'm saying?
Where'd you have it?
It comes it comes in when you get a chicken. If you get a whole chicken, it's always in there. Or it's like, when it comes with a list. And yeah, they even sell it at Fred Meyer. You can buy them I've seen them at Fred Meyer in Lakewood anyway, in like little tubs, but in the meat section. But
a tub?
Yeah, they sell them in little tubs. You can get chicken hearts and gizzards and shit. It comes all together. It's usually hearts and gizzards and liver.
I thought it would be in like a styrofoam pack with plastic wrap on it. Like why it's in a tub? That seems a little odd. Like raw chicken in a tub?
It's in a tub, yes, because it's like bloody and it's like wet and shit. It comes in a little tub. I don't know. I just know it does.
Yeah.
It comes in a tub whenever you buy the chicken livers at Fred Meyer. I don't know why. It just does.
Yeah. Seems like they should put it in the styrofoam, but I guess.
Why styrofoam over a tub? It's in the fridge.
That's just like what they put every other cut of meat in.
Like, I mean.
That's like, you know what I'm talking about though? Like every other kind of meat comes in styrofoam with a plastic wrap.
Yeah, with this wrap in plastic, but like I'm sure maybe it's because they do it there, they package it there. The butcher does. I mean, but I don't know why it would be safer either way. It's in the fridge, so why does it matter?
I don't think it's about safety. I think it's about presentation.
It's about presentation.
I would rather buy meat in the styrofoam thing. I don't know, like tub meat. But
You would rather buy meat in styrofoam than in a tub. Because why, though? You can't give me a good answer. Like, there's no good answer for that just because you feel that way.
it's the tub.
But
The
so,
tub. The tub.
It's like,
just,
why do you assume that everybody else should feel that way? That's what I'm asking you. Why do you think everybody
the tub
should feel the way you
says, like doesn't say freshness. I think like the styrofoam and the plastic implies
feel?
that.
Why not, though?
Because the styrofoam.
What do you keep your leftovers
here,
in?
let me. Can I say? Can I tell you? Can I tell you why?
Tub.
Can I tell you why? The styrofoam says like that they cut it up, like they have like a big piece of meat and they cut it up and they wrap it there. And the tub says like it's been at the factory and they send it all around and then you get it out the tub. That's why.
It's not like that though. It looks like they do it there, I think. I think it's in there because it's like wet and like
Is it like
different.
It's
I don't
not like
know.
in like a bucket. It's like a
They're
tub,
little tiny things.
like a deli tub maybe. Like a little plastic. Like
Yeah, it's like a deli tub, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like a deli tub, but thicker.
But not like white. It's not like white, right? Is it see-through?
What do you mean white? Why would it be? I
Like
don't know
a
what you're
bucket.
talking about.
I'm thinking like a bucket, like a gallon. Like, have you seen food that comes in like a bucket?
Oh, it's not in a bucket.
Yeah, I think maybe.
No, it's in like a tub. I call it a tub. It looks kind of like a deli container, but thicker.
I can see that now. I was thinking when you were saying tub, I was thinking like little bucket, like it's like this big and it's like white and it's like got a lid. It's like clamped or something, you know. It's not like that.
Yeah, like a.
It's like potato salad. It's like potato salad.
Like potato salad. That's kind of the same thing, though.
Yeah, right? Like sour cream, potato salad, that kind of tub.
That's the same kind of thing. That is what I'm talking about, basically, but it's not
yeah,
white.
I guess it's a
clear.
kind of a tub. Hey, are you still there?
Yeah.
What would you call a sour cream container? Or like a yogurt container?
A tub.
A tub? Yeah, alright. Alright. It's a tub.
Bucket,
Hey, can I get a tub of chicken hearts? That's what he
you could maybe get away with can, but I don't think so, not if it's plastic.
She done already had hers. Are you gonna eat dinner, Berd, or you're just gonna eat those pepperoni sticks?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have some dinner when I get home. I might stop by the studio and see if Freddy's there. He said he would pick up his boot for me and I could pick it up because maybe it would help me, to sleep on it. But I might just head home and use a bandage to do some compression.
If he's there, he
Icing.
hasn't logged in yet.
Rest, ice, compression, elevation. So, yeah.
I don't know where he is. Where are you?
I am right. I'm at exit 122 right now. Berkeley Street. Going through the major construction zone. Popeyes, Taco Bell, Starbucks, Gallopin' Gertie's, which appears to still be open somehow. And
Gallopin' Gertie's. Where I don't know where that is.
That's in Tillicum.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like South Lakewood, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then past here, it's pretty much DuPont. So,
Wow.
almost back in Thurston, 8 miles away.
You're driving in Seattle today?
I got a ride to the airport to SeaTac, and then I was doing Uber Eats around SeaTac and Burien and Tukwila for a while there. So, yeah, some
Uber Eats.
hotel deliveries and such.
Didn't we establish that maybe you got a ride with James or something one time?
Yeah, I think I did drive James. That was like 3 years ago, though, at least, maybe 4 years. I don't remember the circumstances at all.
Yeah.
But I think we definitely. I was like, oh, you're James. Like I know you from the program.
Oh yeah,
So,
I remember. I
cool.
tried to tell you about this the other day. Sorry, I was actually kind of listening because I turned the sound off for a second because I was trying to listen to something that. What? Yeah, because you drove this lady Patty.
Okay.
And she had a sister that she took care of. She was an old lady, and she had a sister she took care of who was old also. And she, like the sister was like mentally something, and they used to come to the Safeway. Do you remember them?
I mean, I may recall something like that, but I mean, I think I've done like something like 21,000 trips. So.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, it was pretty random.
It kind of faded in a little bit.
She was one of my favorite customers. I loved her. She was so sweet, but she breathed heavy, like.
Oh yeah.
She was so big she couldn't breathe?
No, she wasn't. It wasn't because she was big. She was just old and couldn't breathe.
Oh no.
She was kind of big, but not super big.
Can't breathe big?
No, not that big. But
yeah.
She just had a hard time walking. Yeah. She looked swollen or something.
Swollen?
Yeah, I definitely get all kinds, you know.
Yeah.
So get some people who are really, you know, pretty easy times. Other people have hard times, and you know, some people need a little extra support. Others are pretty easy. So.
You were back to work today, James?
What?
Did you go back to work today? Did you work with the person you had a conflict with? No?
No, she wasn't there.
Mm.
I think she works in the morning anyway, so I probably won't ever see her.
Oh, okay.
There's 30 people at this store. I was like, or around that.
30 people?
Yeah.
That's like too many. Why is there so many people? What are they doing? How many people?
Everything has to come out super fast. The point is, so like in the morning, there's 9 people on the floor.
How many?
That's at my old store. I don't know how many are on the floor at this store because I haven't been there in the morning inside.
How many? How can you? Well, I don't know how they could make that much coffee.
But 30 total.
30 people.
Yeah.
They working? That's crazy. Freddy.
Hey.
Freddy, do you have the boot?
I have the boot.
Berd.
Awesome. Hey, I'm going to come over and pick it up.
Come over and pick it up, yeah. It's in my car right now. I could go get it so I can show the program what it looked like. You want to see it?
Sure, yeah. I can come up in the studio if you want.
Oh.
Or whatever.
I don't know.
Social
I
distance.
can wear a mask, and you can wear a mask, and I guess I'm comfortable with that, sort of.
Yeah, you could leave it outside the door. Probably nobody would steal it, and then I can let you know when I'm like 5 minutes away.
Like.
I can go on the Google Meets and show you the pickup.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm happy to meet you outside.
Okay.
I was just talking about showing the viewers what the brace looked like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kitty, you want to see that?
But I'm gonna hang up.
I'm gonna go get that brace.
Hello? Hello, caller. Hello? Caller, are you there? What are you doing? What's going on? It's unknown caller and it's just silent. James, this is weird.
I don't know.
Huh. Berd, there's somebody on the line, but they're not saying anything. It says unknown caller.
Oh. I mean, don't you ever get phone calls? Well, you don't have a phone, but sometimes I get calls where I answer and it's nothing.
Well, this is like anything. The program phone number, and now they hung up. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I guess it's been the same number forever.
I bet
so.
There's like nobody looking at YouTube, it says.
Yeah, the audio on this is better than on the phone call.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah?
Maybe it was Alex.
It was Alex being weird?
He's listening to us.
Alex, call him. What are you doing? Don't listen to be weird.
I'm just kidding. It probably wasn't, but I don't know.
Yeah, it was probably a spammer or something.
To me, I would. They were crass.
Yeah.
I used to when I used to get calls, when I had like at my family's house or at my grandma's house, I would continue to talk to them for a long time. This is like maybe even before I was doing the program, and this is why I'm doing the program though. But I would just like try to keep them on the line as long as I could. Like consider the other way around, where they're like trying to talk to you and stuff, and they're like, "Hi, you want to buy this thing?" And I'd say, "Yeah. How are you? How's your day? How's your family?"
So how's the weather there?
Yeah, I try to keep them on the line, and then
You're like, have you done anything fun lately?
they'd be like, "Hey, can I sell you this boat?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm not willing to buy the boat, but how's your family?" Like, and then eventually they'd be like, "Oh, I gotta go," and I'd be like, "No, where are you going? Where are you going?"
I'd like you to talk to me before I buy this thing.
Yeah, I thought we were
Yeah.
friends. I thought we were friends.
You seem like a nice.
Trust.
You seem like a nice person. I'd like to get to know you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all would like to get to know you.
So I try to keep them on the line. That was my fun thing to do. But then they, I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know. You don't know where these callers, not getting them anymore.
Most of them are robots now. You can't even do that.
Yeah.
That's why they like hired robots, is so that they don't like waste time.
Oh, everything
getting
is robots.
Conversation.
Like, I don't know. I think maybe the president, like, they're both holograms. Like Biden and Trump are holograms.
What is this with it being so close and like I don't know. I don't want to look until it's over.
Yeah, I don't either.
When's it gonna be over? Like, is it over yet? I don't think so.
I don't know. I'm not looking. But they're
It's like 3 days.
they're holograms and they're robots, and I'm a robot in a way, and like everything's on like. Where are you? Maybe this is a recording. I'm talking to recordings right now. You everybody on the
I'm
this thing.
recording. I admit it.
All computer simulation.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking to Al? Or talking to Al, James?
Nobody.
You're talking to nobody?
Yo,
Talk to
beeswax,
everybody. Talking to the
bitch.
future, James.
None of my beeswax. I can hear you and see you, and you're talking to them. It's a little bit of my beeswax.
Okay, but it's not, so. I don't know why I'm so sassy today. So.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fun. It's okay.
You're like you're sassy sometimes, you know.
I know.
Yeah,
Well,
sometimes-
I feel extra sassy today a little bit.
I don't
You
know.
got a very like good
The world
lighting.
is
You got
stress. Are you
light-
feeling the stress of the world, James? Because it makes.
Yeah.
People
No,
are-
I'm feeling this my own life more than the world, to be honest.
Oh, you want to talk about it?
No, not particularly.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's
I like the
everything.
lighting you got, James. You look good.
What?
What?
You got very even lighting today.
Oh yeah.
It's like I don't know. It's like some kind of weird like beauty lighting or something. They're like a circle lamp in front of you or something.
It's like one of those ring light things.
That's nice.
I feel like we talk about it. Everybody talks about my ring light every time I'm on the damn thing.
Oh, yellow fellow. Outside
It's like
YDHWM.com.
But now you can see it.
What does that mean?
What?
Outside YDHWM.com. I don't know what that means.
That means he doesn't have a YDHWM.com email address. But
Oh. Why not? Get one. You want one?
get one of those, John.
I want one.
Okay. Can we
I
get
think we can give some away. I don't know. I'm not sure how it
can we
works.
give them away? You want a YDHWM email address?
Yeah.
John?
What?
You there? Yellow fellow, you there? I don't know what's going on. Maybe Yellow fellow was the caller that didn't work and something's wrong with his machines there.
He blinked for a second. Oh, he's hearing us.
Can you hear me?
Pennsylvania was a big swing state, so I was like, did it go Biden? I don't know. Berd, did Pennsylvania?
I think
Hello? Can you hear me?
I haven't
Yeah.
heard the latest.
I can hear you. You know that Pennsylvania's on the edge of on the election, Yellow fellow?
Oh yeah, I hear that.
And you're there. You didn't vote, right?
Nah, I didn't vote.
Oh, but they're on the swing state. You're in a swing state.
Well, I mean, it doesn't. I mean, I guess that upsets you, but like I'm content with my choice. I didn't feel sway
Yeah.
one way or the other.
I guess that upsets you, but I don't care.
Well, yeah, I mean, I did what I. It's my right to do what I want to do.
Yeah, sure, whatever. I don't
vote,
know.
and
Whatever.
It's my right.
Sure. It's
Sure
your
is.
right. It's your right.
Washington is like the votingest
Yes.
state right now. Washington has like of registered voters, there's like more voters than ever.
Really? Then it really doesn't matter our individual votes.
Right.
Plus the whole
There's already
electoral
enough
college,
people.
that's a whole
There's
nother
already
issue.
enough people voting.
Oregon
Yeah.
has legal mushrooms now.
I thought Oregon has legal drugs. I heard.
Yeah, they decriminalized some amounts of drug of all pretty much
But
everything.
also, like, they've got legalized like sale of mushrooms. Like, they're gonna sell like mushrooms in stores.
They're gonna do it as the therapy. Yeah,
At the store or like medical?
I think you have to be in controlled therapy,
Like a mushroom store, I guess.
but I think you have to take it there.
Like
You can't- I don't think it's for like taking home. I mean,
Like-
it is.
Really?
Like
I
there's-
thought it was that. I thought when I read it, it said that it was for like in a clinical setting.
Oh,
they're gonna sell it at the drugstore. I mean,
for use
we're on
as
the road.
treatment somehow.
Pretty soon it's gonna be like the weed stores. It's gonna be the drugs store, and you just go there. You'll be like, okay, I want like 5 cc's of heroin, like a
we used to have
gram,
drugstores.
a gram
and they
of
would
coke,
sell
and
you cocaine and a pill and stuff. And then they like illegalized all the drugs, and then they still called it a drugstore. And then you're like, go to Walgreens, it's the drugstore. It's like
you
got
still
like
can get drugs like ibuprofen and
yeah,
prescription drugs.
they're drugs, but it's like it's not what you think of necessarily when you say drugs. And like maybe we'll
I feel
get
like that's exactly what I
in, like more actually legit medical style.
that's my mom's favorite joke when we were kids. When I was kids, and she would
What?
get medication, and she'd be like, "Look, drugs." Ha ha ha. It's a good joke, Mom.
So funny, mom humor.
Yeah,
Good mom joke.
yeah.
Mama.
What are you doing, Yelfo?
Oh, I'm just laying down. I had a really good tuna sandwich today.
Oh yeah, are you going pesky?
Could you write out?
What's that?
Pescatarian?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I am. I'm starting to eat tuna sandwiches at work every day.
Oh yeah. Is it what? Is it a tuna melt?
Nope, it's just a tuna sandwich
Salad?
with lettuce, tomato, and onion. Yep,
Tuna salad?
Mayonnaise.
tuna salad.
Extra mayonnaise? I mean, there's mayonnaise in the salad.
Just what's in
Yeah.
the mix, and then I add mustard and sweet peppers as well.
Is that on the menu or is this something you're making?
No, you can build your own sandwich.
Yeah. Tuna
You
sandwich.
could use Miracle Whip.
Oh, I haven't had that in a while.
I don't think Miracle Whip would go. I mean, I don't like Miracle Whip in
I'm more
general.
of a mayonnaise person.
Nobody
Miracle
like.
Whip is pretty much just sugar, right?
Yeah, who eats Miracle Whip, especially with tuna?
Yeah.
Like,
My
I don't know.
grandma
Actually, I
loves
think I might like it with tuna, but I hate Miracle Whip with like regular sandwiches. But I think the tuna might be good.
I don't think so.
What did you guys have for dinner tonight?
I had
I-
curry.
Curry? What kind of curry?
It was like coconut curry that Scout made.
He made it
Yeah.
with like curry paste, like Thai curry paste.
It was like I don't know. I wasn't here when he made it,
Hmm.
but it was coconutty and curry, and it had shrimp and water chestnuts and
Wow.
other shit in it. I don't know.
Cooking for
Peppers.
you? You're lucky. He's cooking for
Yeah,
you.
he always cooks here.
Oh, what? And you just get to eat the food? That's good. You got a good spot. He cooked you that Alfredo too?
Yep.
Yeah, I want someone to cook for me. Yeah.
Anyway,
Hey, Kenny, why don't you use Zoom anymore? Why is it the Google Hangout?
Fred,
Zoom got some money.
it's up to Freddy chose it. Why? That's a Freddy question.
Why is that, Freddy?
It's because we've been paying money to do like hour-long Zooms. Zoom limits their like free thing at 40 minutes, so you can't have yeah. But we're
I
already
see.
like we like pay for our website for like $5 a year from Google, and so we have like Google already, and so the Meet just kind of makes sense.
It's $5 a
Okay.
year.
Yeah, it's like fucking cheap.
Why are they so like
Yeah.
after us then? Like, it feels like they're like really after us, like hard, you know?
Maybe it's because
Why, you
it's
haven't
really
paid?
expensive. They're like, you can't give us $5 in a whole year. Come on.
But like they like said it like in like they're like, hey, you have 2 months to give us $5. hey, you have 1.5 months to give us $5. Like, just chill out.
Damn, that is weird. That is weird.
Can we just pay them? We'll just pay them like $50 and then forget about it.
Right.
I think it somehow has to be like overtime or something. I don't know.
That's because they're trying to screw you, trying to get you in, trying to be like, overcharge you or
Exactly.
something.
I feel like that's like some kind of weird distributed income. Like if you can like get people to give you money, a small amount at like over time, you can cover things or something. Maybe
That's like the phone plans.
yeah.
It's like people pay like they convince people to buy like $1,500 phones because they're like, oh, you're already paying a phone bill. Just give me this other money, and then you've given them like thousands of dollars for a phone, this thing you're carrying around.
Yeah, because you're just adding a little bit to your bill every month.
Yeah, but really,
So it doesn't feel so bad.
yeah. I'm not gonna do that whole thing. It's too much. I'm trying to find the message to the future tape. Oh, here it is, I think.
Oh man, I want to see the like 2016 tape today because we got a band on there from the past.
Oh yeah, all right. Let's take a look at that first. Can you see, yellow fella? Can you see us, or you just can't? We can't see you. Is that what's going on?
Oh no, I can't see anything.
All right. Well, we're looking at this video.
Pretend you can see it.
Yeah. Here, are you pretending, yellow fella? Yeah, I'm pretending to 22.
Yeah, I'm closing my eyes and imagine.
4384. Call
Oh, I can see that
We're on
perfectly.
TV. Check it out.
State
What day is today? Bye.
Yes.
Today's the 4th?
Rose's birthday.
Yeah, it's a
Oh, I'm looking at October. I didn't change the calendar yet. Yeah, we talked to Luke's mother, Rose.
And Luke is here.
I mean, she tells us a story about Luke drinking as a child.
Right, getting drunk,
Ooh, that's a story.
getting tired.
Carl got a club,
Oh, Carl's there.
a driving club.
But
Sorry.
hopefully I'm not going to club myself to death with it.
No.
That would be bad.
That would be
Don't
bad.
do that, Carl.
Check us
I-
out at 11:30 p.m.
I
and
saved
2
a
a.m.
rabbit crossing the street. We're on every night 11:30.
Don't club yourself to death.
360.
Hey, you remember when you saved that rabbit,
And I
Kenny?
can't wait for the election.
Saved a rabbit?
Yeah, you saved a rabbit. It was gonna get.
You know
It
who the
was
president
dying.
is.
Or
Bye. Commercial. Wait,
I don't. That doesn't
the
sound like
best.
something I would do.
What? Play into commercial?
Wow.
That's what you said. You did. You did it.
You just said you did.
I just said it. Wait, what? All right, I'm gonna go back. I missed it.
How are you not listening?
How would I say I was changing the calendar?
Wow, Kenneth.
We talked to Luke's mother, Rose.
And Luke is here.
I mean, she tells us a story about Luke drinking as a child.
Right, getting drunk,
Ooh, that's a story.
Carl,
getting tired.
Carl got a club,
Yes,
a driving club.
but
Sorry,
hopefully I'm not going to club myself to death with it.
No.
that would
no.
be bad.
That would be
bad.
yeah.
Um,
Check
I-
us
Very
out
bad.
at 11:30 p.m.
I
and
saved
2
a
a.m.
rabbit crossing the street. We're on every
Amazing.
night 11:30 and 2 a.m. on
Saved a
TV
rabbit
22.
crossing the street. What does that
You-
mean?
360-836-4384.
All right,
I don't know what
hero.
it means, but you're a hero.
It happened already.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not for me.
2017. You know who the president
The
is?
savior.
Bye. Commercial.
I don't know.
You're the
It's a
best.
Commercial.
What? Play into commercial? What do we do?
Wow! Go crazy!
It's the band.
That's crazy. Is that
I told him to go crazy.
You did it, huh?
I said,
Yeah.
they're like, what do I do? I was like, go crazy! And then they went,
2 a.m. TV channel 22.
360-836-4384. Call, leave message. Bye.
Bye.
wow, Legrado. Way that long ago, like I saved a bunny crossing the. Oh, you know what? I think there was like a bunny. This was in Hawkesbury. There was always all these tons of rabbits out there, and then it was just like gonna run into traffic, and I was just like,
Yeah.
hey.
that-
So I don't think I had to do that much.
Oh. No, I remember
That's
like
good.
Uncle Dan used to live out in Hawkesbury, and like there was tons of bunnies that just like lived at his spot.
Yeah.
Like they would live in the bushes around his trailer there.
My bus stop was
Oh
like.
yeah, I remember that.
My bus stop, I got off the bus in front of Dan's place for years. And I would say hi to him a lot, and it was it was like a little weird. I would get off the bus and like, hi Dan! Like, and then go to work. And then like my return bus stop was like across the street though. But it was like I think I remember this now because it was just like a rabbit that was like gonna run into traffic, and all I did was go like, hey. So like I wouldn't.
Hey, yeah. What more can you do? You know.
I wouldn't save a rabbit like actively. You know, I definitely wouldn't touch a rabbit because I think they're dirty.
I was gonna say that you're a hero.
I guess I'm a hero, except for that maybe I should have killed the rabbit really, because there's a lot of rabbits. Like it might have been better off dead, but then I guess it would be.
You could make rabbit stew with a little bit of carrots and onion and celery.
I heard, yeah. I don't want to eat a rabbit. I heard that rabbits are so lean that you can get what they call protein poisoning. So,
What?
Yeah, I've heard they're
okay, if you're in
pretty gamey.
if you're in a survival situation and all you have to eat is rabbits, then it's not good. It's better to not eat anything than a rabbit meat because the rabbits are so lean that it takes energy for your body to process it. So it takes more energy than you get from it to process it. So it actually like costs you energy. So it makes you more nutritionally deficient. Deficient?
That's crazy.
Is that what I'm?
Malnourished.
Nutritionally deficient. That sounds right?
Yeah,
That sounds. I don't know.
I think that sounds very accurate.
Why are you arguing so much? You're reminding me of Carl. Let's say, why are you arguing? I'm not arguing. Yeah, that's what he would always say. And they're like, are you arguing?
I'm not. I don't know. I'm being combative. But I don't know. It doesn't sound right to me.
It's okay.
I mean, it is an accurate description of something, but I don't think that's like the proper term.
I like the combativeness. Freddy and Berd, no offense, but you're very nice.
You're right.
So,
I think I'm not nice. I'm not that I'm not nice.
You don't need to be nice.
I'm just smart.
You should be less nice.
Berd.
It's funner.
I agree with you, Kenny. We don't need to be nice, Berd.
Yeah.
No.
I think that I'm just like I can't be any other way except for what
You
I feel.
can't be. You're just being you. Just be yourself. That's all you can do, James.
Wait, look at Bird's
That's all I
screen.
can do.
Bird's screen. Check it out. Look.
What?
What?
Look what Bird's looking at.
How?
see it?
Bert. Oh. That's the studio, huh?
There's a TV in the window now.
Oh yeah. Can you go up to the window and wave to him?
Can you see it? Is the Zoom working?
Yeah. I see it. I see the studio. Looking at the studio, huh? That's pretty
Yeah,
crazy.
Waving.
Do I come off as an asshole? On TV? Is that what I see?
No. Today
I
more
mean,
than
I don't
normal.
care if I do. I'm just curious if that's what it is because I don't
think so. I don't think so.
This sounds like me now.
Oh, being
I
worried.
don't know.
Being worried
I
about
do
you.
check in. Kenny, do I check in with you like this too?
I mean, clearly I already look like a meth whore on here, so like I can't look any worse.
Oh.
James, you're
I mean, whatever.
And
I know. I'm saying I'm not being negative. I'm saying that like.
You
people
look like
understand.
a meth whore? Jesus.
Yeah, but like
That's a
I
little
say
extreme.
things like that a lot because I kind of feel empowered by myself, by my past. So like I use
Yeah.
that like, like I'm being joking.
Take
I'm
it
sort
back.
of joking but sort of serious at the same time. Like
That's
dark
okay.
humor.
I understand.
So I don't care. I don't give a fuck if that's what I look like. But anyways, I'm just saying.
I don't think so. I don't think you do.
I don't care if I look like an asshole.
I wouldn't say so.
Okay, well that's okay.
I'm jumping out here. I'm going to meet Freddy.
You're gonna get the boot? Oh, are you gonna go inside?
No.
Hi,
Freddy.
Did you put the? Oh, did you put the boot outside already?
Yeah, did you see it? He has a street-facing TV.
Oh, I haven't
There's
seen.
the boot.
Oh, you're there
the boot.
Yeah.
next to each other.
You see me now? We got a new TV on that looks out to the street.
Is that new?
Looks like it's kind of hard to see.
You got a matching mask to your shirt, Freddy?
You got the street TV.
My plan for that is so that it'll play the Daily Hour at the regular scheduled times, like at 11:30.
That's awesome.
Remember, I was like,
Yeah.
Here's the boot I'm giving to
You got to
Berd.
get a speaker. For
I was worried about looking like a
people
ghoul, but I figured out what it is I have a it's from the mask.
Oh, you have
Oh.
headphones. That's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I can take
Like,
it out.
you see where my redness under my eyes is? It's from where my mask is all day. I'm getting like a mask rash.
Yeah, you getting a mask rash?
You see in my eyes right here? This is like right where my mask rests. I figured it out. So, I'm like,
Can't really. I don't think we can see you.
Yeah, make you the big picture
Oh.
and the other people the small picture.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna pin this one.
see, it's not really that pronounced, but it's just like a little red right here.
I see that. Yeah, it's not too bad though. I've seen some bad mask rash before.
Maybe I gotta get some like diaper. It's pretty much like diaper rash, right? I mean, isn't that like the same? Just like rubbing.
It makes my face break out.
Are you wearing the same mask?
No.
Over? You gotta wash your mask like every
My
day.
face
I
just
have-
sweats from
I
wearing
use
this.
disposable masks.
Easier to wear. Here comes some cars.
I use disposable mask. I throw away my mask every day. In the garbage. I use the paper disposable mask. I don't know if they're paper.
Thank you, Freddy.
Yeah.
I'm like a doctor. Yeah. Don't you? You have a disposable.
This goes in your heel.
Oh.
This goes up to your feet. You're like,
That looks like it'll be really helpful.
and then you just like,
Oh.
basically keep it pretty tight.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you don't want to cut off
that'll be
circulation,
good.
but it's like very helpful.
Thank you.
It's called the aircast.
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 That's perfect.
Aircast. Yeah.
That'll help a lot.
Give it a try. See how
Okay.
it works.
Thank you.
I would love to invite you into the studio, but I feel like a little weird about it or something.
I'm looking at your shirt.
Oh yeah. It's like. I guess you could come and take a look. Do you want to, if you're like curious?
No,
wanna see
no,
it?
that's fine. I mean,
It's
I
like,
could see it.
You're wearing a mask. I'm doing
Yeah.
a thing. You want to like look at it?
I mean, I could see it. I know it's really neat right now. I know that.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What is it?
All right.
The manager.
Yeah.
And there's healing liquids coming out of Kenny's thumb.
Yeah. Healing
What?
liquid. Healing
Ew.
liquid.
Ew.
Okay. Bye,
I'm going
sister.
back upstairs.
Bye.
Good luck with that,
Yeah,
Berd.
thank you.
I
Freddy's going back upstairs.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I took off the bandage and then I re-glued it today. And it was a little open, but I think it's gonna be. It's like much better. And the new glue, I did a good glue job this time.
Cool. Welcome to the next doors. This will all be like cleaned up in the morning, but just doing a little. Oh, you're fine. Doing the studio thing.
Freddy's talking to somebody in the room.
Well, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Salutations.
What'd you do for a Halloween, Yellow File?
I was sick.
You were sleeping?
No, I was sick.
You were sick? What kind of sick?
It was a cold. I got a COVID test.
You got a test and it came back negative?
Mm-hmm.
And it was a cold. You got a cold, huh? From like.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
I don't know where, but I thought I had COVID for a second.
I wonder, like, if colds are going away. I haven't had a cold. I probably would normally get a cold since like February to now. I haven't had a single cold, which would make sense though because I'm very cautious. Usually I'm pretty prone to colds. Here we're gonna record a message to the future. Hey, future, it's us, the past.
Hi.
James,
Hey, sister, I just gave Berd an aircast.
What?
Aircast. Yellow Fellow, say something.
I said I'm hungry.
Things are
Somebody
weird,
is.
like, who knows what's happening with the president? I don't
Okay, bye, future. It's doing that sound that you were talking about in your message, Freddy. It's like somebody's got this.
I'm gonna start muting people. Warning. Is that better?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Berd.
It's Berd then, huh?
And it fixed it.
Berd, you're like we're getting some kind of feedback from you.
It's not this. Do you hear that?
No, it wasn't that.
No, it was something from Berd. We figured it out.
Do you hear that, though?
Yeah, I'm muted, I think.
Oh, now you're back.
That's better. I think your phone is like getting glitched out at times, and it's making some weird noises.
I'm calling Grandma.
Putting my AirPods back in. It could be because I had it on the
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's when it's like
All right.
on.
Be quiet when Grandma answers your phone, okay? She's not answering yet, but
Grandma,
she'll be like, "Who's on the phone?"
we'll be quiet.
If she answers, maybe she's sleeping.
Hello, this is Maya's phone. Leave a name and number, and she'll call you back as soon as you can. Thank you.
Hi, Grandma. Are you sleeping? It's Kenny. How are you? Mizu no nemaska. Okay, bye. Mizu no nemaska? You say non de mas.
Donde más?
It's really stormy out here.
Yeah, look at Bird's phone. It's like
Wow. We all drinking water, everybody? Yellowfell, you got water? James, water? Bird, water?
I just drank some water.
I'm dehydrated.
water.
I'm always drinking water.
You dehydrated, Bird? Don't you have water in your car for like gas or whatever? Or you're not doing that anymore?
No, yeah, I think I have one bottle of water. I haven't been to Costco in a while because of my foot.
Oh no, drink the
So-
water.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get in there.
You're dehydrated, that's not good.
Yeah, I feel like a storm reporter here. You know, it's like, yeah, we have 14 mile per hour winds from the south, and it's raining.
Yeah. Well, we're getting down to it. We have. You make a raspberry? What are you doing? Stop it. Mute James, Freddy. I don't know why he's doing it.
That's funny.
How the goats? Yellowfell, how the goats?
The goats. The
Yeah.
goats are good. I had to take care of them for a few days.
Oh, your goats.
Yeah, I got to take care of them, and they're very pushy. When I'm
Literally.
when I have to go like into their pen and feed them, I'm worried they're gonna swing their head back and stick me with their.
Oh,
They're gonna stab
Or whatever.
the hand that feeds them, huh?
They could.
nice.
Are they?
Dangerous.
Don't they know that you're feeding them? They still are pushing, attacking and stuff.
They do. That's the only thing they know when I'm walking towards them. I'm the entity that feeds them. They have like cats and dogs. They're kind of like goats are smart, but they're not very loving. They're just like, oh, you're the food person, you know.
Yeah, but they still be.
I've seen
They
videos
should.
of people cuddling goats.
Sheep
They could be
are
cool.
similar,
Affection.
but they are very sheep are dumb. I've heard.
Oh,
They're not clever like goats. That's why people say like, oh, sheeple, you're a sheep.
Yeah, but the goats. How come they're not nice to you? I thought if you feed animals, they're nice to you.
No, I get close to them and they just yell at me for more food.
Oh yeah,
But I still like.
they sound like people.
I
Yeah,
like I feed them.
goats don't even. You don't even have to make it doing a goat impression when you go. This is a goat. My goat impression. You just go like
Gotta
this.
play with them.
Ah! That's what goats sound like. Like just like people. It's kind of weird.
Yeah,
it's
I feed them
like the
banana
play.
peels every day.
You ever seen the video of goats that just sound like people? Because it just sounds like some like.
They're like, "Ah!"
They're just like ah. It's just like
Yeah.
actually exactly like that. You know, it's not even.
Have to look for that video.
Or it was like, I think it was like back in the Taylor Swift trouble time, you know.
What?
Taylor shit.
You remember when on the internet when they had all the videos with Taylor Swift where it was like trouble, wah! They had the sounds. Wow,
I'll have to look for this.
some internet stuff. We almost made it. Thanks, James. Thanks, Freddy. Thanks, Bird. Thanks, Yellowfell.
Thanks, Kenny.
My pleasure. You're just sitting outside the studio now, Bird?
Yeah, I'm sitting out here. Freddy's up there. I'm down here.
Can you put on? You think you can put on that boot when you drive?
Maybe.
what do you-
I think it might fit in a pair of shoes that I have.
Fit inside your shoes, huh?
What?
Maybe.
Hey, Freddy, you think that the person that you got that thing bought them from the medical center?
Yeah, some kind of medical store for sure.
So they did. So you weren't the second. You were only the second hand.
Yeah, second hand. This is the third hand.
Yeah, okay. I thought
That's
maybe
great.
they got it from somebody else too, though.
No, they got it from I think they got a prescription, from the doctor or some shit.
All right.
I'm a
Can't wait to
doctor
put it
and
on.
shit. I love it.
Kenny, yeah. There's TV looking out the window now.
Well, oh, that's good. That's good.
Luke wanted to give us a TV.
Yeah.
I took that TV and then I had it in the hallway for a long time, and I didn't have any place to put it in my house. And they were told me we got to get stuff out of the hallway again, and I just put it outside the rightmost window so that just could points out the window.
That sounds good.
So it looks on the street. People on the street can see what's on TV.
Good. The production then seems to be working now because it was I've been watching on TCTV and it was from last week instead of from the 4 weeks ago. So I think it's going to be much harder to mess up.
Exactly. That's the whole point. Keep it. You don't want it to mess up.
It is also much more in my mind when I was looking at the episode. I was oh, it was just yesterday or something. So
I remember that. It should be on the 11:30. It's I remember that, and at 2 a.m. it's whoa, I forgot that happened.
Oh
basically.
yeah. I usually don't end up watching the 2 a.m., but I watch 11:30 often. Alright, there it is.
That's the show.
We made it. Here's the credits. It's the new credits. Look at this.
Oh yeah, I want to see those new credits.
New credits.
Thanks for watching our classic song. It's Wednesday. We're on TCTV channel 22, 2 a.m. Check it out. Yeah, YDHWM on youtube.com/YDHWM. Live, 8:45, 360-364, call me a message.
God bless.
YDHWM.com to get on the video phone. God bless America. Graham, it's a good song. Thank you. TCTV, La Bebe, Jordy, Fabulous. Orca Books, 4-star video, John Webster, Rebecca, Mark the guitar player, Mountain Boys Northwest, Stop.com, Thurston County, Washington State, USA. Thank you, and viewers, you're watching. Thank you. Oh yeah, dog.
God bless.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.